Well, Ilima, obviously just a special experience from start to finish. Give us the feeling of what the emotion's like right now.
Oh my goodness, just relief. And
congratulations, Ilima.
Thank you, mahalo, Ken. Thank you. I think everything couldn't be more perfect right now. Even watching some of the prelim fights and seeing the Hawaii boys and all the local fighters throwing down and just representing, like, everything has just been perfect, more than I could imagine. So I'm relieved, I'm so happy, and it's time to pot it.
Start with your walkout. Your walkout was everything you said it was going to be. It was pretty emotional for, I think, anybody, you know. How were your emotions? You said it, you thought you'd be in tears a little bit. What was that moment like in walking to the cage?
Well, it started backstage, and I'm sure you guys will probably see footage of it pretty soon, but my kahili bears, or the men that escorted me out, they were kind of doing a pule for me backstage in Hawaiian and chanting for me while I was preparing myself, and it was incredible. The whole room just felt quiet, and the cameras were all there. So it started then. That's when I was like, you know, they're telling me, like, you have just feel the mana, feel the haf, you know, think of your ancestors. They're all there for you, and so that's what started it. And then I calmed myself down. We walk out, and now I'm backstage behind the curtain. The lights go down, and I just hear the crowd again, and so I started crying again. And so, like, every single time I calm myself down, then something else happens. So yeah, it all started from the back. It really didn't end until the cage door closed, really. That's when it was like, all right, no more crying. You got to get this fight over with first.
How did you feel the fight was playing out? Because, you know, like, you were doing pretty well on your feet, I thought, and you weren't getting the takedown, you know, maybe as easy as you thought. So how did it play out versus your expectations?
I don't know. We didn't really have a game plan going into this because my coaches were confident. They were like, you know, if you want to keep it standing, keep it standing. If you want to take her down, go for it. So, yeah, you know, and then I said on the mic, I was like, I don't kick ever, but I was kicking her, and I was landing it, you know. So honestly, I kind of thought that Valerie was a little timid, and I think it maybe had to do, I remember sticking her with a really hard jab in the beginning, and I think that she kind of was like, all right, I respect Ilima's striking or her power, you know. I could be totally wrong, I don't know, but I did see blood on her chin, so I was like, okay. I feel like that might have made her a little more timid. She didn't seem like she was throwing as much as she normally does. And so that definitely helped. But yeah, I did feel comfortable on my feet, and I just waited till I saw the opening to take her down. I don't even know how I took her down. Oh, I had her against the cage, yeah, in the third. Yeah. So I mean, I really did feel comfortable wherever we went, even when we were in that weird ass position. When I was like, I think it was second round maybe. It was a really funky position, but I was like back elbowing her. I felt comfortable. There wasn't a moment in the fight where I got nervous.
I know you're dialed in and focused on the fight, but when you got to a dominant position in the third, the crowd started going crazy. Did you hear that volume? It felt like they were anticipating the finish, you know, anticipating the win. Could you feel that?
Oh yeah, I mean, because you know they know that jiu-jitsu is my game, and you know, I kind of had her in position that BJ Penn made famous, where he traps the arm down with his leg. So I was initially going for a triangle, and you know, honestly, we drill this all the time. 10 Planet San Diego, my coach Boogie, Richie Martinez, we do this every single week. It's called Live Drill Mondays. We just do it from the back take, you know, and honestly, that is my shit. Like, I knew that I was gonna finish her once I got into that position. So all credit goes to 10 Planet San Diego, 10 Planet Freaks, my jiu-jitsu teachers, and yeah, so I think the crowd knew. They're like, here it comes, the finish is coming.
Yeah. And lastly for me, I gotta ask him, I know you want to enjoy this night, but how do you top this? I mean, what comes next? This was amazing. This felt like a very special night, a special moment. So where do you go from here?
Probably like having a baby or something, I think is like the only thing that can top this feeling. I don't know. I mean, yeah, this was my dream from the beginning, was just to fight at home, and it exceeded all my expectations. So I don't know how to top this as far as my fighting career goes. Oh, I know. Opening up 10 Planet Oahu, having my own gym over here. That's gonna be it.
Ilima, Valerie obviously she seemed very upset after the fight. Were you able to talk to her yet? And do you guys still plan on maybe getting drinks together like you cited in the lead up to this fight?
Yeah, I mean, I really did feel like I was a little heartbroken when I saw her after the fight because I know how much this meant to her. You know, it was kind of like her last chance for a belt, you know, and so I did get emotional afterwards and I hugged her and I just respect her so much, and I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for her and what she's done for the sport. So I definitely got emotional with her, and you know, of course, it's nothing but love. Of course, she's still invited to the luau if she wants to come. If her and her team want to come, of course, there's nothing but love.
At the very core of this event is about Hawaii pride, pride for Hawaii mixed martial arts. When that fight ended and that place just erupted, you could feel the pride that people felt behind you and the state of Hawaii. Just try to talk about how special the feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really picture the end of the fight, honestly, when I was visualizing it. I didn't want to picture it because I didn't want to get my hopes up, you know, about imagining the crowd erupting and me winning, because I'm like, if it doesn't happen, like, I'm gonna be heartbroken. So when it did happen, it exceeded my expectations. I'm so happy too that, like I said, the other local fighters on the card, like, they represented, and that's all I wanted. You know, I was telling myself backstage, I'm like, you know, Ilima, it's okay if you lose because you're kind of being a martyr for these other local fighters. They're gonna get the exposure and the opportunity, so it's all right if you lose. But yeah, I'm so happy that all eyes was on Hawaii tonight, and we all won. Like, this is a win for everybody.
Just like you said, the eyes of everyone was on Hawaii tonight. We're here at 2 p.m., line out the door. I mean, how did it feel to just know, even, I mean, when you got here, that, I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone came to watch a great night of fights, but you were the headliner.
Yeah.
You packed out the place out there.
I mean, it was, even leaving the hotel, the valet was like, here we go, sister, you got it. The minute I was like walking on the street because the traffic was really heavy, so we ended up getting out of the car and walking into the Blaisdell, and people in the cars were like honking, you know, so it's just, you know, even like the security here, all the workers, everybody, and that's just, that you can't find that anywhere else. You're not going to find that. It's all here in Hawaii. It's all the people. It's the people that I miss the most, being in the mainland, and I could feel it tonight, every single person.
What kind of statement do you think Hawaii mixed martial arts mean tonight?
You know, Max said it. He said when he came back from his last fight that let's show the world that Hawaiians are the best fighters in the world, and tonight we showed it. Let's keep the wave going.
You've been able to embrace the emotions. It's been interesting to watch you, where most guys that get ready for a fight, they got to be winning all day. You had no problem being emotional right up until you got in the cage, and then you turn it on. You got any idea where that comes from, that ability?
I don't know, because again, I never fought before. I've never been in a scrap, like never been in a street fight, so I don't know where it came from. But yeah, you know, every fighter's different. Some don't like to show emotions. I don't have a problem doing it. That's just what I do. So yeah, I mean, I always joke that it's from my mom because she's from Waianae. So maybe it's like my dad when I'm like reserved and calm because he's a Punahou boy, and then it's my mom when I'm all crazy. Yeah.
All right.
Good?
Thank you.
Thank you.